At first glance, this looks like a Mario Kart clone. I mean, look at it. After playing for a few hours or days, I'm convinced that this is what a modern take on Mario Kart would look like. Hi, I'm Ace and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a good look at the demo of 5 Laps at Freddy's, which is on Steam right now. I mean, you can just download it and try it out, but I'm reviewing it so that you know whether you have to or you don't have to. At first glance, this isn't exactly the best looking game out there, but you have to realize that it is still in development with a 2026 release window, which is why this is just a demo. Because I think the developers were going for a fun, cozy, arcade style game with this game, and if that's the case, I think they nailed it. Not everything has to be your realistic 3D animation, you know. Sometimes you just want a fun PC game that you can play even on your potato of a PC. Now, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that because my PC is a bit sensitive. Now, it's just staring at me wondering why I would call it a potato. I wasn't referring to you, and I was referring to other PCs, not you. Anyway, coming back. So, what's the synopsis behind this 5 Laps at Freddy's? I mean, what's it all about? Well, according to the game's official Steam page, it's a premier animatronic kart racing circuit featuring your favorite and lovable Fazbear friends, sponsored by Fazbear Entertainment. What was I saying? Anyway, yes, sponsored by Fazbear Entertainment. Now, I don't know about the premiere part, but it is most definitely an animatronic kart racing circuit. Anyone who was born before the 2000s is most likely to be familiar with Fazbear. The Steam page of the game states that the team or the devs behind this is the Click team, and they built and published or are going to be publishing this game. After going through their list of games that they have worked on, it is clear that this is a team still trying to find its space in the game development world, and despite the fact that they have a number of game titles to their name, none of them has really made it out to the mainstream, or at least not one that I know of, you know. So enough about that, enough of the boring stuff. What's the gameplay of 5 Laps at Freddy's like? Well, it's basically you trying to finish first as fast as possible while using everything at your disposal. All the levels I played had 5 laps with power-ups scattered across the track. Maybe that's why the name of the thing is 5 laps. I mean, it never really occurred to me until I started working on this review, but the power-up system is more or less like what you'd expect, I mean, or what we've come to know from Mario Kart. There's a power-up for boosting your vehicle. There's also the good old rockets that you can shoot to take down anyone in front of you. There's a glass shield that lasts for too short a time. Beyond that, there's also a button that you can pick up. Yes, a button, you just pick it up. But when it comes to this one, I'm not really sure what it does, because once I click on it, I don't really see anything. But I guess when the full game's out with some more tutorials and explanations, we are going to be told what it's all about. But beyond that, you're able to stack up 2 of these power-ups at a time, and then you can alternate between them. You also get access to strips or markings on the road that offer a slight boost when you pass on them. Combining these with the boost that builds up over time, and the boost power-up allows you to go very fast in a short time. There's also the scary being that you guys saw in the intro of the game. He appears at random times in the game, and there's little you can do to shake him off. Now that I mentioned him, I forgot to mention one thing earlier. The game alternates between day and night throughout the 5 laps. The scary guy only appears at nighttime, which is a win if you ask me. There are a number of characters and vehicles to try out in this demo, but none felt unique or different to me. It could be that they toned down the differences because this was just a demo. Either that or the game isn't just complete enough for me to notice. There were a total of 3 tracks, 3 different circuits, and each of them was different and unique. I mean, you could tell just by the way you played on these tracks. The track I hated the most was this particular one. It's hard to see during the nighttime, and boy does it take some learning and getting used to before you can finally figure out how to stay on the tracks pertaining to this particular one. All in all, if you love a bit of a challenge, you would surely enjoy it. So what are the things I like about this game? First of all, I like the art style. I know not everyone would agree with me on this one, but guys, I'm a 90s baby and I do enjoy things like this. It feels like childhood all over again, you know. If you enjoy a bit of light-hearted wait, what did I just say? If you enjoy a bit of light-hearted horror every now and then this will certainly be enjoyable. Still on the graphics and looks, I know I complain about the difficulty seen during the night time of this game, but do not get me wrong. I must also add that it looks gorgeous at night. I don't know how these two can be true at the same time. Yes, it is difficult to see, but it's gorgeous at night. It's not just the graphics, but the audio as well. It captures that ambience you would expect with a game like this. Beyond that, the system requirements of this game are so low that you can run it on a potato. And like I said, I'm not referring to my PC. I know that sounds like a bit of an exaggeration, but I'm serious. In a time when you need 250 to play at medium settings, being able to sit behind your PC and play a simple game like this without any high specifications is a great win if you ask me. But like all things, this game isn't perfect. For starters, it did crash once when I launched it, which made me a bit skeptical, about reviewing it. Because, why are you crashing the first time I launched you? But thankfully, it was a single isolated incident. It never really happened again. Also, the gameplay is just basic. Now, basic can be a good thing, which it is in most cases, but it can also be a bad thing when you play over and over and over and start wishing it had more features or content, Perhaps there's going to be more things added to this, since what we have here is basically a demo. But until then, that's how I feel. Plus, I feel like this game needs a bit, it needs more modes, like different modes and different things you can try out. But like I said, maybe this is just what we get in the demo, and then the full version has a bit more. Another thing I dislike so far is the lack of a split screen. I know we are moving towards the online multiplayer in recent times, but come on, a game like this needs a split screen. That's how you get people to keep coming back with their friends and family to play. If games like Split Fiction are doing it, then certainly, a game like 5 Labs at Freddy's can do that. Another thing I experienced while playing the game was hitting hard things in the world. I know this sounds funny, but then, I could just hit something so hard that it would just cause my vehicle to either get stuck or get trapped. These were either invisible walls or things that were too small to offset my car, but that's just what was happening, Getting trapped by these invisible assets didn't make a lot of sense. I know the game is not this is not a full thing, so I'm just going to relax that a bit, but I'm hopeful that they would, fix these things before the full game comes out. So basically, 5 Labs at Freddy's, it's a pretty simple, straightforward arcade style game that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's got fun elements, but it could definitely be better. I'm hoping the full game will address the things that I have complained about while improving the things that I loved about it. My personal rating for this game will be like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. It has a long way to go, but I do see potential in it, and I don't want to shoot it down too early just because it's not really perfect. But hey, has any one of you played it? Do you agree with my observations? Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. And while you do that, please, if you enjoyed this, please do like, comment, and share the video. And if you haven't already subscribed, which I know you haven't because I only have 1 subscriber, please do, right? Please help me with that. Anyway, thank you so much for staying to the end, and I hope I was able to provide some value. Enjoy your day.